Good. How are y'all?
Good.
I'll just, right here?
Yeah, we just need to go hear you.
Okay. I'll just give a little kind of an opening thought, and then if you've got questions, I'll certainly take any questions. Obviously, the last couple days has been hard. It's been hard on the staff, been hard on our players and our team. It's a hard part of this business, but I would just say on a personal note, obviously the reason I'm here is because of Steve. Steve and I have been great friends for 30 years, and great guy, very good coach, incredible person, and he's been a heck of a basketball coach for a lot of years. So I'm standing here with obviously a heavy heart because of that. But what we're going to do now is move on. Obviously, we've got a good group of guys. We've got a lot of season left, and the guys have practiced incredibly hard the last 2 days, and a lot of excitement with practice. And obviously, we've got a big game tomorrow night against Stanford. The Pac-12, we think, is wide open. We think we've got some talent. We obviously have not played the way any of us wanted to play, and but hopefully we can turn things, and we'll see. But that'll start tomorrow night against Stanford.
You've been through this before at USF. How similar is this, and how tough is it to get on the horse in the middle of the race like that?
Well, it's not the ideal situation, but the bottom line, again, it really, in these situations, I think South Florida's same as here. It comes down to the players, and we're just gonna, Tyus and Dwayne and I, we're just gonna pour every ounce of energy we've got into the players in terms of individual development, team development, offensively, defensively, and we're just going to pour, again, 24/7, as much energy as we've got to try to improve each player, improve the team. We think we've got good talent and good guys that are willing to learn and get better. Again, we haven't met expectations to this level, to this point in the season, but again, it's not the ideal situation, but we think there's a lot of season left and a lot of good opportunities for our guys.
Will there be any change in the offense at all?
You know, we're doing, again, Steve's been an incredibly good coach for a lot of years. So will there be tweaks? Sure. Every head coach is different. I've been a head coach for 18, 19 years. So, you know, there may be a tweak here, a tweak there, but fundamentally, we've got to do some things better. I don't think it's the stuff we were running. I mean, it's all sound things that we're running, but we've obviously got to dribble it better, pass it better, make better decisions, shoot it better, make shots, make free throws. So I don't think it's necessarily the stuff we're running as much as we've just got to execute some things a little bit better.
What did you and Steve say to each other?
Well, it's hard. Again, I've been down the same road that he's going down right now. It's very difficult when you're let go from a job. And I mean, obviously, I'll kind of keep those conversations personal between Steve and I, but Steve's had a lot of success over the years, and he'll have more success in the coming years. But it's difficult when you're let go from a situation, and it's just, you know, it's a tough situation.
Is it all the more complicated knowing that your dad coached here, or does that kind of add another layer to this situation?
I don't think so. This has zero to do about me. It really does. I mean, Tyus and Dwayne and I will do everything, the three of us, with some help from the two Coreys, but in every decision we make, it'll kind of be Tyus, Dwayne, and myself as we look at every decision, and it's just about the players now. I mean, it's 3 months of going as hard as we can go, trying to pour everything we've got into the players and individually get them better, collectively get them better. And obviously, I've got great memories back in the mid-'70s when my dad was here and I was a ball boy and all that. So I've got great memories of that. But right now, it's just about our student athletes and trying to get a little bit better.
Is it fair to say you would be interested in a permanent job?
I'm not looking at that at all. That's no. I'm not. I'm about the players and about the next 3 months, and I just want to do, I want to get better today. We've got a lot of work to do. I just want to get better today, get to practice and see if we can get a little bit better and play well tomorrow night, hopefully play well against Cal again. I think the Pac-12 is wide open, but I've got zero concern about that right now. I just want to try to pour into the players and see if we can get a little bit better.
You know, you talked about the team had a nice win over Notre Dame, and then something happened to their confidence after that, apparently. How do you look at the last couple of weeks, how the team has changed?
Been tough. You know, I think we beat Loyola Marymount's really good. I mean, we beat a good Loyola Marymount team. We had a nice win against Notre Dame. We just haven't. We knew going into the year defensively we would struggle a little bit. I think we've gotten a tad bit better at that end. We thought we'd be able to score the ball a little bit easier. I won't get into all that, but we've just struggled a little bit over the last couple weeks to score. So, and again, I don't think it has anything to do with really what we're running, but again, we'll tweak something here or there, but we've just got to execute better. Confidence goes down when turnovers go up and you're not scoring the ball. Obviously, your confidence as a team is going to drop and go down, but we've got pretty, I think, overall guys that know they're good. We've got some talented guys, and a couple wins here on Thursday and Saturday. We'll all of a sudden, again, if we could get a couple wins, we'd be a pretty confident group again, pretty quick. So we can rekindle that pretty quickly, hopefully.
Sorry.
We'll see.
Were you guys caught off guard by Steve's dismissal? Do you have a sense that a change might have been coming?
I mean, I can just speak personally. I was surprised, you know, at the timing of it. But again, I've been in coaching 30 years, and so I'm not real surprised by anything. And that's not a coach's decision. That's an administrative decision, and then you've just got to move on. But no, I didn't feel it coming, expect it coming. Now again, we're 7-6, and we've been struggling. You know, we've been struggling. But yeah, I was caught off guard a little bit.
How hard do you think this will?
How did Dan or whoever it was that informed you? How did the conversation go, and how did it go for you to be named the
I mean, I would just say I'm going to keep that between Dan and I, and you know, it was a very short conversation, but we had a good conversation, and but I'll kind of keep that on a personal level between he and I.
How
Was
hard
there
do you
any
think?
hesitancy at all, you know, when he said, I want you to do it?
No, I wanted to hear his thoughts and hear his plan and kind of get his thinking, and he gave me that in a very concise, direct way, and kind of what his expectations were and what he wanted, and then I agreed to do it.
How hard do you think this will be on Corey Alford to stay on the staff with his dad? No longer?
He's an incredibly strong young man, and I'm thrilled that he's staying with us. He's incredibly bright. He's good at what he does. He's got an incredible future in the game, and he wants to be here, and we certainly want him here because he's a big part of our staff.
How does the staff's responsibilities change with one less person?
Everybody's just got to do a little bit more. I mean, we're not going to add anybody to the staff, so everybody's just got to step it up a little bit over the next 3 months and maybe do a tad bit more than they were doing. Again, I've already mentioned it, but from a coaching standpoint, it'll be very much myself with Dwayne and with Tyus. Both those guys are incredibly talented guys, and the three of us with some help from the two Coreys, but mainly the three of us will make the coaching decisions, and again, just trying to improve the team and get better. It's going to start with practice. We've got to just continue every day to get better in practice. I think we've had 2 great days the last 2 days. Today's a critical day, and as we try to move forward.
Can this team make the NCAA tournament?
Well, I mean, we've just got to get better. I mean, I just want to try to, hopefully we can get better in today's practice. The way I would answer that, of course, we can still make the NCAA tournament, but we've got to get better, and we've got to improve, and we'll just see what happens down the line. But I don't think there's any doubt that's still out there on the table for us.
Did you ever think you would have another opportunity like this after the last couple, and also?
You just never know in this business.
Yeah, and going with that, I mean, I know you're focused on what you're doing, but it is a little ironic, you know, for you to be sitting in the seat your dad was sitting in. And
It is.
how much did he talk about his UCLA experience? What were his takeaways from that over the years?
Well, my dad had some really great memories and maybe some that weren't as great. Obviously, when my dad took over, he was following Coach Wooden. Not an easy guy to follow. And Coach Wooden was such an incredible man and an incredible coach. And so my dad had the good fortune of being the next guy following him, which was really difficult. But we were out here 2 years, and then obviously he went from here and started the program at UAB. But he had some great memories. I mean, he made some lifelong friends here. Coach Wooden was incredible to my dad. He was around my dad a lot and did a lot of great things. So I've got great memories of my dad and Coach Wooden and playing golf with my dad and Coach Wooden. So some neat memories when I was a kid here around UCLA.
Are there any
Les-
lessons
oh,
from
okay.
lessons from the interim job at USF that you can use here?
The bottom line, it's about the players, and all I could say is we're going to pour every ounce of energy we've got into each and every player. And defensively, offensively, academically, individual work, but we're going to give them everything we've got each and every day and just try to get better. And hopefully if we can do that, we'll start winning games. You start winning a couple games, your confidence goes up and things can change very quickly. So we'll see. Yes.
What's the overall mood of the team, would you say?
I think on Monday morning, it was obviously very down, which would be pretty obvious when you come to a university to play for a certain person and that person's let go. So there was a down feeling. I think if you were at our practice yesterday, which is one day removed from that, guys are, as guys are, I mean, they're young, they're just ready to move forward and ready to get going. So they're I think they're excited to play Stanford tomorrow night, and so right now I think the mood is good, but also with the kind of a heavy heart for their head coach. So, all right, thank you all.
Thank you.